Several families are mourning after a deadly day in Montcalm County.
4 dead in 3 crashes that also left 4 people hospitalized, including 2 young children.
24-hour News 8's Ken Kolker is taking a closer look at those crashes and the people who lost their lives.
Just boom, one after another, and it's like, oh, good Lord.
The first crash near Howard City killed her fiance, Mark Spillman, a Comstock Park mechanic who was in the middle of doing her sister and her sister's husband a favor. The crash also killed her sister's husband, Kenny Sullivan, and seriously injured her sister, Shelley. Kenny Sullivan, who had lost a leg in a recent motorcycle accident, was fighting cancer. Spillman had given Sullivan and his wife a ride to a doctor's appointment in Grand Rapids and was driving them home.
He had a heart of gold, and anybody that needed transportation, he was there for them. He worked on their cars.
Lori Van Dyke says her sister Shelley is recovering at Butterworth Hospital, but still hadn't been told about the deaths.
Today sometime I guess she's going to get informed because she keeps asking about Kenny and Mark. And we had told her they're in another hospital being treated, and she had to get aerometed. Well, she keeps asking, and I think they're feeling she's strong enough to take it now.
That was the first crash. A 70-year-old EMS driver was rushing there to help when he collided with a car at a nearby intersection, killing Shirley Narlock and critically injuring her boyfriend, Max Young, a retired farmer, both from Lakeview. A neighbor of EMS driver Richard Pierce hopes an investigation clears him.
Something unfortunate happened, he was going to do something that was wonderful, great, to help save a person, and unfortunately, the outcome, there was an accident that couldn't be helped.
Then, not far away near Lakeview, a separate crash killed 34-year-old Rebecca Hart, who was pregnant and seriously injured her 3- and 4-year-old daughters. Police say they're investigating all 3 crashes. Ken Kolker, 24-hour News 8.
And we're taking this story further tonight. 24-hour News 8's Henry Erb's been examining the driving records of the people police say caused the crashes and looking at crash numbers for the intersections at which they happened. Henry?
Well, in all 3 fatal crashes, the people police believe were responsible for or at fault in these crashes had good driving records. In the case of Stephanie Bass of Granville, whom police say ran the stop sign at M82 and West County line, only 1 minor speeding violation 5 years ago. The other 2, medical responder Richard Pierce and the pregnant mom Rebecca Hunt, who died, had clean driving records, no violations. We also checked the intersections where the crashes happened. At only 1, M82 and West County line, were there any crashes in the last 5 years, and there, only 2 wrecks a year on average. In all 3 crashes, the cause appears to be driver error. People blew through stop signs. We don't know yet whether they missed the signs or they just didn't see the oncoming traffic. That's what the driver of the emergency unit reportedly told investigators. He just didn't see the other car. Nationally, in 2008, there were more than 2.3 million intersection crashes, killing nearly 8,000 people, injuring more than 700,000. Last year, intersection crashes accounted for 20% of all traffic deaths. And 50% of all deaths happen on rural roads, which account for only 40% of the miles that people travel. In checking government websites today, we found that all of the government safety agencies think intersection crashes are a big problem. There's a lot of research going on, but so far none of it has found a way to prevent these kinds of driver errors.